This is one of the episodes where sometimes the news stories are so just like up in your face that it really doesn't take a lot of research and you're regurgitating stuff. But this one, it's just like, it's all the numbers are there. And it's like, you can't ignore this. Okay. All right. Let's yell at some more women. Welcome back to the comment section. I'm Brett Cooper. We have all watched the Whatever podcast. We have all seen Fresh and Fit. You've at least seen clips of them if you haven't watched full episodes.
This stupid.
We've seen the TikToks with the horrifying, terrifying women discussing their body counts as some kind of badge of honor. We know that that's out there. That's just currently the world that we live in 2023. So it should not be surprising that women are having more premarital sex than ever before. But the actual numbers are shocking, and we're going to talk about that today. Before we do, though, make sure that you like this video, subscribe to the channel if you've not already, and ring that notification bell so that you never miss a comment section or off the clock episode. So thanks to an awesome article written by my friend Gina Florio over at Evie Magazine, I learned that per a 2016 report, the number of women with 10 plus premarital partners has more than doubled in 30 years. Now, I'm not a prude. I don't care if you are a virgin when you get married. It's not my life. It's not my prerogative. But ladies, 10 plus. That we can all agree that's a bit much. And if you don't think that's a bit much, we need to have a very serious conversation. But here's the report, Counterintuitive Trends in the Link Between Premarital Sex and Marital Stability. It's actually fascinating to read because they talk about the divorce rates. We're not going to talk about that today, but if you want to learn about it, read the report. In the 1970s, only 2% of women had more than 10 sexual partners. Then the sexual revolution took off, and those numbers just continued to increase. Fast forward to the 2010s, and 18% of women now have a body count more than 10. And guys, the kicker is, this survey, it came out in 2016, it only went up to 2013. Imagine what these numbers are now.
I don't like where this is going.
10 years later, when we see people my age saying that they've slept with 15 different guys, happily giving out that information on the Whatever podcast, and then being angry when men go, okay, you're not wife material because you're literally giving it away to everybody. Like, that's normal now. It's not only just normal, but feminists run around saying that this is empowerment and that more women need to be doing this, that hookup culture is a good thing, when objectively we know that it harms women. And these trends are not new. Women have been lied to about hookup culture being empowering for years now. We have been lied to about marriage being oppressive and detrimental to your womanhood and your life and your career, and we have been taught that our value is literally synonymous with our sex appeal, even though we're supposed to hate men and the patriarchy.
It don't make no more sense.
That's all bullshit. I remember being in high school and being so turned off by the incredibly sexual and promiscuous behavior of all the girls around me that I started to act incredibly masculine and tomboyish, more than I really was, because I didn't see any alternatives. It got to the point that my mom literally, we were in the car, I was sitting there, I was dressed in all black and my big boots, and I was sitting like a dude, kind of like I am now. So obviously things really haven't changed, even though I do think I'm a little bit more feminine. But my mom turned to me and she was saying, you are acting like a man. You are so angry too, because you're rejecting these ideals of womanhood and what it means to be a girl in the modern age because you don't want to be that promiscuous. But that's not the only option. You can be a feminine woman while not giving yourself away. You don't have to be basically on the path to becoming a lesbian or trans if we're in 2023. And then in college, I remember being weird for not using Tinder. They don't haze people in UCLA sororities, but I remember after I rushed, people thought it was so strange that I'd never been on a dating app that I was told to do it, and that was going to be my quote hazing by my big and all my friends there. I was one of the odd ones out for not engaging in hookup culture and getting off of the party bus alone rather than with my date. And none of this is new. And millennials are really the generation that are going to suffer, and hopefully we can all turn this around before Gen Z does the same. And we've covered these numbers before, but by 2030, it's predicted that 45% of women will be unmarried and childless. And why do you think that is? Well, it's because we've been told that, men are trash and that our career is the only thing that matters and that marriage and children will inhibit that, which is unnatural. That is biologically unnatural for women. Look at this chart from the Wall Street Journal about values in America. This is scary. Percent of people who say these values are very important to them. Patriotism gone down, religion gone down. Having children, the whole chart is important, but let's look at that quadrant. Having children, it is a straight line down. No wonder women are sleeping around at these rates. No wonder they're not getting married. They don't value it. They don't care. We've been lied to about this. Here are other stats about it. Here are the marriage rates declining over time. It's just depressing. These days, women are caring more about self-love than actually getting married and having children. And we joke about self-love, but it is important to take care of yourself. And women are not taking care of themselves these days. They are doing things that literally harm them when they could be using a Bon Charge sauna blanket to take care of their bodies. Bon Charge is a holistic wellness brand with a huge range of evidence-based products to optimize your life in every every way. Their extensive range of premium wellness products help you sleep better, perform better, recover faster, reduce inflammation, and so much more. From blue light glasses to red light therapy, Bon Charge products help you naturally address the issues of our modern day way of life effortlessly and with maximum impact. My favorite product from Bon Charge is their infrared sauna blanket. The infrared sauna blanket has all kinds of benefits. It works by using infrared lights, which heats the body directly rather than the air around you like a traditional sauna, which means you get the same benefits at a lower heat. And that sweat helps you flush out heavy metals and other toxins which are harmful for your body. It also raises your heart rate to that of physical exercise, so you're burning calories while you relax. I mean, that's self-love. You can burn up to 600 calories in just one session. Bon Charge ships worldwide, offers exceptional customer service, and comes with a 12-month warranty. So if you want to try out the sauna blanket or any other Bon Charge products, go to boncharge.com/Cooper and use code Cooper15 to save 15% off. Again, that is boncharge.com/Cooper, then use code Cooper15 for 15% off. I promise you, all of their products are healthier than hookup culture. You heard it straight from me. I mean, since 1970, marriage rates have declined 60%. While simultaneously, the numbers of women sleeping around have been skyrocketing. And so then I was thinking, like, okay, well, I wonder what the impact has been on women's mental health. We talk about women's mental health a lot. And, most of the current studies are connected to COVID-19 in women over the last couple of years and social media. But here's a report from 2011. Depression in women doubles since the 1970s as they try to have it all. Women are twice as likely to suffer from depression compared with 40 years ago because they are trying to juggle families and careers, researchers claim. Researchers who have studied the extent of mental health problems across Europe say that rates of depression in women have doubled since the 1970s. They found that women are most at risk from ages 16 to 42 when they tend to have children.
With a peer, we have a vicious cycle on our hands.
I mean, yes, maybe it's their careers, or maybe it has something to do with women's liberation and modern feminism teaching them utter bullshit, which is often aligned with their girl boss career tactics. Here's more information. This is from 2018. Addressing unmet needs in women's mental health. It is in this context that the Household Adult Psychiatric Morbidity Study reports rates of common mental disorder in women have been increasing steadily between 1993 and 2014 compared to stable rates with men since 2000. More women than ever are now presenting with common mental disorder. 25% of young women between the ages of 16 and 25 report symptoms of common mental disorder, mainly anxiety and depression. Rates of self-harm in women are higher than ever, again, especially in young women. And that was before COVID. And then after COVID, it spiked even more. And you guys know this, I'm far from being totally trad. I would love to escape to a homestead and never speak to anybody ever again. But I do have a career, and I love my career. But I know that men and women complement each other in a really important way, and I'm excited to start a family because that is where I see true fulfillment and value. Not climbing the corporate ladder and being single at 30 with a ton of plant babies because I spent my 20s sleeping around and hating the patriarchy. I promise you, that is not the path that you want. No matter how enticing the feminists make it out to be, the numbers do not lie. Thanks for watching this episode of The Comment Section. I hope you enjoyed it and that you maybe even learned something. If you've not already, like this video, subscribe to this channel, and of course, ring that notification bell so that you never miss an episode.